Hey, welcome back to the Dancing Italian Urban Farm. Today we're canning chicken, amongst other things. Let's see if we can get to those other things. I don't have a real good way to set this up, so that's why the chicken's right in front of you. I'm sorry if that grosses you out. But yeah, we're canning up some chicken. I'm doing the raw pack method. I have my jars over here all ready to go with my lids and my rings. So what I'm going to do is I have chicken thighs. My family likes chicken thighs better than chicken breasts, although we're not opposed to chicken breasts. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut these into some chunks and get them put in jars. So I'm gonna start with quart jars because for chicken in particular, I like to have them in quart jars because typically I'm using this for like chicken and rice, or, you know, like a chicken pot pie or something like that. And I found doing them in the quart jars is better for our family in particular. But, you know, if you prefer to do them in pints, you can do them in pints. I'm just choosing to do them in quarts because that is what feeds my family the best. That was a lot. But anyway, I'm just gonna cut up this chicken, these chicken thighs. I'm kind of trimming off the big chunks of fat because I don't want that in my jars. But yeah, you're just gonna fill it up. I'm thinking based on how much chicken I have, which is just shy of 9 pounds, that I'm probably only gonna get about 4 quart jars, which is fine. I do have an extra quart jar and a pint just in case. You can process pints and quarts together. You just process it at the quart time, but you can do them together in the same canner load. My canner is an All-American. Don't ask me the number. I have no clue. I really don't have any idea. I don't remember what I got. I know everybody else sits there and goes, oh, I have an All-American this, or I have a Presto this, or I don't know. It's the kind you can double stack the pints in, but not the quarts. I have thought about possibly maybe investing in another pressure canner. I don't know if it'll be an All-American. I love my All-American, don't get me wrong, but they are pricey. I'm gonna get finished up cutting up this meat and getting it into my jars. And we're gonna go to, what does it say? An inch headspace? Inch and a quarter. Sorry, inch and a quarter headspace. So we'll go to an inch and a quarter headspace, which I think is probably gonna be one more thigh for this jar. Now, one thing you want to remember when you're doing the raw pack method of, you know, doing chicken, you can also do this with pork and, well, it says chicken or rabbit. But I think you can do this with like a pork roast or even beef. You don't add any liquid. So that is one. I'm gonna call that 1 1/4. So I'm gonna call this one done. I'm gonna get the rest of my meat cut up and put in jars, and I will be back to show you the rest of the process. Okay, we've got all our jars filled. As you can see, I got 4 quarts and a pint. And like I said before, yes, you can process pints with quarts. You just process it at the quart time. So I'm gonna take some vinegar and I'm gonna clean the rims of my jars with some vinegar because, you know, it's putting raw meat in there and yeah. And then I'm gonna take one of my lids and throw it on there and put a ring on, fingertip tight, and I will get these in my canner and we're gonna process them for 90 minutes. So they're going to process for 90 minutes. For my elevation, it's 10 pounds of pressure, but make sure you double check your elevation so you are processing at the correct pounds of pressure. Remember, we are pressure canning this. You cannot water bath can chicken. You can't do it. I'm sorry. I don't care what grandmama did. I don't care what great grandmama did. You can't, it's not safe. Okay, I apologize for the noise of the fan, but it be hot. We're starting some onions. Can you all see that? Let me see. Probably not. Oh no, the light. Anyway, we're starting some onions. These are some that I got from Botanical Interest. They are called Yellow Granix PRR. They're a sweet onion, which is what I'm supposed to grow in my zone. So, oh, that one's empty. I am going to get my soil over here. I forgot water. Hang on, I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back. I'm back with some water. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to take my soil. So it'd be easier if I stood up. I twisted behind me. Put this up here. I'm just going to take this. This is some Fox Farm Soil and Fertilizer Company Ocean Forest potting soil. I'm going to fill up my cells with this potting soil. Now I have made the biggest mess in this space. My husband keeps promising that he's going to build me a greenhouse outside so I can do all this outside or in the backyard in a greenhouse, but he has yet to do that, mainly because he had to have a revision on his knee replacement earlier this year, back at the end of March, and he was kind of out of commission most of the summer with one issue after another. I mean, y'all. And I tell you, this man been through it. This man been through it with his knee. Now that we got that done, I am going to take the water that I just went and got, and I'm going to put water in each cell. Is this probably going to make a big mess? Probably so. Is that okay? Absolutely, positively it is. I'm the one that's cleaning up. Should I have moistened the soil before I even put it in here? Yeah, probably should have. Did I? No, I didn't. Is that okay? Yep, yep it is. Oh, I'm sorry, I've had a little too much caffeine today. The dog is barking, probably because the mailman is delivering a package. He needs to just get over himself. I like to wet my soil just because sometimes it'll settle when it's wet. And if it does have any settling, I want to be able to fill in the gaps. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my onion seeds and I'm going to plant my onion seeds in each bucket. I'm going to take my spray bottle and kind of spray each one just to kind of get the seeds wet. And now I'm going to take some more of my potting mix, and I'm just going to sprinkle some of that right on top of each one, just to kind of cover up those seeds and kind of protect them a little bit. I'm not trying to fill the pockets, I'm just trying to cover the seeds. So it's going to be kind of messy. I'm okay with that. It's, you know, my seeds starting. Ain't nobody going to mess with them but me. I just put out some tomatoes and peppers, planted some cucumber. What else did I direct seed? Oh, I'm sure it's on a video somewhere. I'm going to go one more time with the spray bottle just to kind of let everything down. And then I'm going to take this humidity down and place it right on top. And we're done. It's been blowing for 10 minutes. I'm going to put my weight on and let it come up to pressure. Okay, sorry. Okay, so once your cans have processed, I processed these for 90 minutes at 10 pounds. Well, it's actually 11 pounds of pressure. Like I said, for 90 minutes. Once they're done, you just want to turn your eye to off and let it sit till it comes down to 0, till the pressure comes down to 0 with the regulator on. Then you take the regulator off and you open, and then you just kind of crack it because you don't want to shock your jars. Although it is very warm in my kitchen right now. Our central AC is broken. It's a whole ordeal. Anyway, we're doing what we can with what we got and trying to survive the summer in Mississippi. But anyway, you want to leave it cracked for about 5-10 minutes just to kind of help the jars kind of regulate to the ambient temperature in the room. Once that is done, we will come back and we'll take the jars out of the canner. Okay, so you see all this liquid? That all came out of the chicken. That's why you don't put liquid in when you're raw packing chicken. That's quite a bit of liquid. That is good, like, broth. So a lot of times what I'll use these for is to make soup, and I'll just add like a can of chicken. If I have canned potatoes, I'll put that in. Sometimes peas, green beans, carrots, corn, whatever I have, and I'll just dump it all in a pot, add a little extra stock or water or whatever if I need it, and just let it simmer till it all comes together. But I love having this canned chicken on my shelves, and I am out, so I'm glad to have this. Now, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I appreciate y'all so much. Please make sure you like this video and leave any comments or questions you have for us in the comment section. And make sure you subscribe if you would like to come along with me and learn as I learn all of these old skills that a lot of us have forgotten.